Our family started here in 1952, 70 odd years, dairying in Margaret River, Warner Glen and Scott River area. Our operation's different in that we're currently farming 2,700 hectares, milking about 3,200 cows. We've produced 19 million litres over the last 2 years, but we're on track this year to do 21 million litres. Our genetics are potentially very different from the West Australian stock standard herd. We have grass-based animals, that's our focus. We've developed an animal that matches a higher component in higher ingredient milk and low maintenance animals. So we run large numbers. We have to have ease of management, ease of calving, ease of maintenance, high fertility, grass-based animals. We try and have a large, simple operation and still focus on doing it well. Quality of feed is critical. The better quality of the feed, the more milk, the better component milk, and the more complete the cow's diet. If you grow a good quality grass with high ME and high protein, you end up with a complete diet for a cow. And the better the quality of the grass, the more milk and the better the components. Animal welfare on our farm's #1 priority. In order to get optimum performance, you want to operate in a low stress environment. We don't have motorbikes, we don't have dogs. Wherever possible, we have very low stress working environment for the animals. We have computer programs that monitor daily the cow's performance. Soil testing, plant testing, so you soil test at the beginning of the season to get an idea of where your nutrient levels are. Then you can also test the quality of feed, so you're feeding animals, but there's a huge difference between poor quality feed and good quality feed in the ability for the animal to perform. What does it take to be a dairy farmer in WA? I would say enormous passion. It's like owning a restaurant, serve good meals. When you're a dairy farmer, look after animals and produce good milk, and essentially the business will follow, and that's what's driven my career. My 2 girls, Ebony is 7 and Abby is 8, so they're quite close together, and Karen is my partner. She does a lot of the bookwork side of the business, the rosters, the cattle movement, tracks the cattle numbers. She's sort of the central base for all the farms. The girls just get involved in whatever jobs are happening on the day, and I've trained them to stand in front of cattle, and then they've got a favourite saying when the cattle come towards them and they get frightened, they've just got to say, "I am a gate, I am a gate," and they've adapted that and it works really well. I think I'm blessed being able to share this with the family. I think it's a wonderful balance for the children. Someone said to me earlier today, it's a real grounding experience for them. You know, they learn about life and death and animals, and then they've got the sophistication of the technology. So they've got a very balanced view on life, I think. The value of dairy in the whole world scene in terms of feeding people, the United Nations have come out and said we need to grow dairy, and yet we don't get that adoption in particularly in Western Australia. If I look at the West Australian situation, frustration for me is that the industry's not growing. If you want to do it, it's easy. If you have to do it, it's hard. And resilience is a real challenge for people today, I believe. You know, the first hurdle knocks them over. But being faced with those issues, I think, develops you more as an individual, and certainly hope it develops the kids.